Hey guys, I'm recording this so that way if you need help on the first couple of questions, I'm going to model how you would do this like via online, okay? So the first question, how does the graph of g of x equals 5x to the power of 2 compare to the graph of f of x equals x squared? Okay, so let's actually do this virtually. So what I would do is I would do my recommendation, which is to go to Desmos. So I would go to Desmos, type in that first function, which was g of x equals 5, sorry, let's do it parentheses 5, right? 5x parentheses to the power of 2, right? Okay. So it's comparing this function to that other function, f of x equals x squared. So let's go ahead and look at that. Okay, f of x equals x squared. Okay, so look at the red one. The red one is getting more what? It's getting more narrow. So that would be like my answer. It would be like getting more narrow because from the original function, which is the blue one, it basically vertically stretched. So I would put my answer as narrow. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Okay, it's asking which graph represents the equation y equals 1/4 x squared minus 5. So what I would do is I would actually graph this into Desmos. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Desmos and put in that function. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So it is, let me look at that function one more time. Okay, it is y equals 1/4. So it's already putting in fraction for you. X square, put square, and then I think it's minus 5. Okay, minus 5. So let's stop and look at that function. Okay, so here we notice the vertex is 0, -5, right? Okay, good point to know. Let's start with the vertex. And let's look at these other graphs, okay? So we have to eliminate A because, let's see, or could we not eliminate A? Okay, so the vertex is 0, -5, so that's kind of right. But let's look at the graph here. Was it narrow? No. It was wide. So it's definitely not A, okay? Let's look at B. Wrong vertex, definitely not B. Definitely not C, wrong vertex. Now it looks like D, right? It's wide and it has a vertex of 0, -5. So it is D, okay? Now, you want to do the same thing for question 3, question 4, question 5, and question 6. Now, question 5 and question 6, you need to describe those two shifts, those two transformations that are happening. So what happens, so let me model question 5 for you. So it says, describe the transformation from the original function f of x equals x squared to the parent function g of x equals 1/6x squared plus 10. Okay, let's look at it so you know what to do. Okay, so let's erase this. So f of x equals, why is it doing that? There we go. Equals x squared, and then our parent function is g of x 1/6x squared plus 10. Okay, g of x equals 1/6 x squared minus, plus 10. Good thing I checked, plus 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, wait, where did it go? There we go. Okay, there goes the graph. So guys, if you can't see it, make sure to always zoom in and zoom out. You see this plus sign and minus sign? There you go, and you can always play with it. Okay, so it changed a lot. So let's see, it actually from the original function, meaning the green one, it shifted up how many? It shifted up 10, and it did also get more narrow, or did it get more wider? It got what? Wider. So we would say the parent function, because the parent function is this one, g of x, the parent function g of x shifted vertically, vertically up 10 units, and the graph got wider. That's it. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Please call me if you do have more questions. All right, guys?